Hi, I'm Geoff Posegate from First United Methodist Church in Sikeston, Missouri. Welcome to this week's EnterMission. You remember the name of the street where you grew up? On a little dead-end street called Alice Avenue in my hometown. Had a great childhood there. But the fact that I lived on Alice Avenue, the street by that name, said something in our hometown. It meant that I did not grow up in some of the streets up by the country club where the larger houses and the larger incomes were, nor did I grow up in some of the smaller little box-like houses where people of lower income lived. My street said something about where I grew up and who I was. Sometimes street names can be like the many labels that we use as human beings to divide ourselves from one another, to categorize ourselves, and sometimes even to judge one another. The band U2 had a song called Where the Streets Have No Name, and I'm not sure exactly what they intended to convey in that, but to me it kind of expresses a hunger for a circumstance in which we will not be assessed as human beings by the various labels that are on us, where we came from, the street on which we live, or whatever, but instead we'll be valued just for who and what we are, or what we could be in the eyes of God. We believe here that Christmas is about when love comes to town. Aside of all the other distractions, it is about God's love coming to us in a flesh and blood way in Jesus. And we believe that when God's love comes, the streets have no name. I invite you to come and experience this message with us in worship this weekend. Saturday evening, 5 o'clock, we have our chapel service. At 6 o'clock, we have a service called The Journey, Church for the Unchurched. And then on Sunday morning, we have a 9 o'clock worship called Traditions, and then at 11 o'clock, once again, we have The Journey offered in worship, and we hope you'll consider being a part of us. This Christmas season, every evening, you're invited to come to experience what we call the greatest story ever, which is a portrayal in light and music of the central message of the Christmas season. Just pull your car up on our south parking lot and tune to 88.1 on your FM dial and get about a 20-minute program of music and inspiration and focus on what Christmas is really all about. We also invite you to consider being with us on Christmas Eve. 5 o'clock on Christmas Eve at our facility at 1307 North Main, we'll have traditional Christmas Eve candlelight communion worship. We'd love to have you as a part of that. At 6 o'clock, we're taking Christmas Eve worship on the road to the Minor Convention Center for the Community Christmas Eve Extravaganza. Worship offered for everybody in the community, featuring a number of musical artists, including Neil Boyd, the winner of the 2008 America's Got Talent contest. So we just invite you to come and to experience when love comes to town this Christmas season at First United Methodist Church of Sikeston, Missouri.